Hi, my name's Mark and welcome to my kitchen. Hi guys, welcome back to Kitchen Wargamers and welcome back to my kitchen. So this video is going to be a bit different to any I've done because it's just going to be pure voiceover, and what I'm going to discuss is my wargaming history from when I very first started to my earliest memories right up to where I am now, and a few things I've got planned. So what I'll be doing is I'll be showing some photographs. Obviously, hopefully they'll link up to what I'm talking about, and if I'm still yabbering on at the end, what I'll do is just do some replays of the pictures. So yeah, I hope I don't bore you too much, but if you're interested how, when and where I got started with wargaming and playing with little toy soldiers when I was young, this is the one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is start way back to my earliest memories when I was a little lad, and I can't remember how, but I used to play with, like, I used to call it big soldiers. The Airfix models, I think they were 1/35 scale, not 100% sure, but I used to play with them all around the house and around the garden and everything, and paint them with like silver paint, dipping into a paint pot and just splodging it on when I could be bothered. Anyway, I was always into war and watching war films, the old black and white ones back in my day. And yeah, with the toy soldiers, I just try to replicate what I was seeing on the TV, going bang bang, you're dead, and all that sort of thing. Anyway, my earliest memories of sort of wargaming is my brother. He had some 1/72 scale Airfix models from the North African Corps and the 8th Army. So I used to go around to his house and we used to play like Bang Bang You're Dead on a green mat he had with books underneath to show hills, and I loved it, really did. And we used to get some Tonka toys, you know, the solid metal tanks, and play around with a few of them. Anyway, one day he was out and I was nagging at my mother about these soldiers, going to go and play with them. And she said, "Oh, I don't think Alan will mind." And sorry, Alan, if you're listening to this video. She took me around and let me bring some out of his room, and I started playing with them. Anyway, when he found out, he blew his top because he didn't want some little kid messing about with his toys. So basically, I think he just threw them all at me. Anyway, he was mad, and yeah, inside I was happy because I got all these little toy soldiers. So that's where it really started from, 1/72 Airfix. And what I used to do is down the road from me, there used to be a model shop there, and I would go down with pocket money, buying more and more of these 1/72 scale Airfix models. I think they were about £1 something a box. So I used to save up my pocket money and go down there and you know, treat myself to some. And for Christmas, I used to always get Lego, so I'd use the Lego for making ruins and stuff like that, so they could all hide behind. And I remember my dad many a times treading on Lego and soldiers on the floor, saying a few choice words. But I used to play all around the house in the back garden. And even a fair few years back, unfortunately, my father passed away a few years back. But when he was working in his garden, he used to say to me, "Look what I found," and dug up these little soldiers, dug into the ground of his back garden and stuff, and always brought back memories. So yeah, I used to do that, and obviously Wayne was a little lad then as well, and I used to get into it, and we used to play around the house, you know, doing Bang Bang You're Dead. Nothing to do with rules. I didn't know about rules or anything like that. We just had fun playing with toy soldiers, basically. So then, yeah, that carried on till I left school. I did come across watching some very old men playing on the telly, like Napoleonics and stuff, but the real systems back then were gosh, I think you needed a degree in physics to learn them rules. So yeah, I never bothered. We were just happy playing, bang bang, you're dead sort of thing. Anyway, I left school, and obviously beer got into it, and girls, and yeah, I just got rid of it all. Not interested anymore. Anyway, because I was always into warfare ever since I can remember, and the army. I actually joined the army, and I happened to be put into the anti-tank platoon, and with the Milan anti-tank missile system. So we had to learn tank recognition, and what they used to use is 6mm mini tanks that were painted up in green, and they used to be put out on these big boards that looked like dioramas, with the hills and the grasses. And we used to use binoculars to spot them, and we used to look at like the back of the tank or just a bit of the turret or a couple of wheels, and we used to have to say what tank they were. So tank recognition was very important, and it used to always remind me of when I was playing with toy soldiers and that lot, and brought back some memories. And I thought these little 6mm tanks, I think they are. You can still get them now. Heroic and Ross, if anybody heard from them, used to do them. I don't know if I'm saying the right size, but that's the size they were. And we used to use them in tank recognition, like I said. So, yeah, and then obviously what we did, a group of us went out to a model shop and bought some 135 scale model tanks, and we used to paint them up and everything and use them for tank recognition. And yeah, that got me back into modelling. Anyway, I came out of the army, left the army, and I was looking around town one day. I can't remember how long it was after I come out. I don't think it was long after. And I saw this magazine, and it took my eye, and I thought, wow, that looks really good. And it was called White Dwarf. Obviously, pictures will be up of it. I can't remember the number of it. And inside, it was full of epic Space Marine. And I just fell in love with it. And what you got in the box set as well, there was a Titan, there was Elder and Orc army, Space Marine army, cardboard skyblock buildings, and got Wayne involved. My brother had a few games as well, and we absolutely loved it. And that got me hooked onto Games Workshop, and obviously the rule system. It was easy to pick up and learn, and yeah, that got me into that. Anyway, one day in Argos, I was looking through the Argos magazine, and there was this game in there, and it was called Space Crusade, and I recognised the Space Marines on the cover of it. So I looked into it a bit more, and I thought, oh, and if nobody's heard of Space Crusade, it was a bit like Space Hulk. It was on a board system, and I think there was four. You could take like 4 Space Marine squads, and you had to basically, it was like Dungeons and Dragons thing. You had to roam around this abandoned spaceship and pick up things and fight off the. I think it was just Orcs and Chaos Space Marines were in there, and yeah, we loved it. And got Wayne played a lot with me, and in fact, he still has that box set, and it's in the back of his garden shed somewhere. And he says he has seen it, but it's getting to it. It's full, loads of stuff in front of it. So one day he's going to dig that out, and when we do get hold of that, I'll might do a video on just that and show some of the models from back in those days, which was the 90s. Anyway, yeah, looking at Games Workshop stuff and everything like that, I came across Rogue Trader, which was the 40k game by Rick Priestley, and I bought that, and oh my goodness, this opened up, and I could use the models from Space Crusade, which I did, and then that was it. 40k was in my blood then. I just kept building and building and buying and all different armies, but I didn't have a lot of opponents. It was basically just me and Wayne, when we could get together. So it's more painting and collecting than anything else. Because I was a bit, do I ask people? Because there's like no gaming clubs. There's the nearest Games Workshop that opened up to me was in Chester, and I live in Crewe, if anybody knows those areas. So it's like, I think a half an hour train journey to Chester, or 20 minutes, something like that. And if I wanted to go to Games Workshop, that's how I had to go. But when I got in there, it was like, wow, it was like Aladdin's cave. And just bought more and more. My Epic, that expanded with all the new box sets and everything they came out. And just went on from there. And I remember when my daughters were like little girls, I bought some Elder, and they were all metal, and they're in blister boxes, and £5 for 6 in a box, and I took them home. Anyway, I can't remember the sort of chapter or whatever you call Elder now. They were white with green helmets. I just can't remember the name of them. And anyway, I painted them black. Did all the in between the armor plates that they used, black and silver, for like sort of chainmail type of look, and very patiently painted all the panels and all their armor in white. White in those days wasn't the best. You had to do 3, 4, maybe 5 coats. And I did them all up, and I left them in the kitchen all drying off nicely. And yeah, I walked away doing something else, probably helping the wife do the washing or something. And when I came back to the kitchen, yeah, my daughter got hold of my purple ink and decided to help me out by painting them all the white purple ink. And the ink also spilt everywhere, went down the side of the front of the washing machine. Oh my God. So, yeah, that was a bit of a nightmare. My wife just went mad that I let him get into the paint, and it was all over the washing machine, on the floor and that lot. But I cried for a few days with that. But yeah, I've virtually collected in my 40k days every army. I had Chaos when they started coming out more. I had Space Wolves, Ultramarines. Yeah, the Orcs. Just bits of everything. Excuse me. But like I say, it was more collecting than playing. And as each like the first edition of 40k was the Rogue Traeger book, and then the box sets started to come out. I used to buy them all the time, put them together, paint all the models, and I did quite a few games with Wayne. But when I couldn't, I would do like solo games against myself. Never lasted 6 turns because I get bored. But I was really into the painting. And as I was looking through my books, I found my Rogue Trader book, and inside there is this photograph, which I'll put up now, hopefully, of Ragnar. I was going to say Ragnar Lothbrok then from Vikings. God, Ragnar Blackmane from the Space Wolves. And as you can see, it's probably not too clear because I've taken a photograph of a photograph. I used to do all their eyes, the teeth, and just like pro painters do nowadays. And yeah, I just got better and better at painting, and loved it. Anyway, from where I used to work, I won't mention names. I had quite a few mates there, and I found out that one of my work colleagues was into 40k as well, and he had a Space Wolf army. So we used to meet up every so often, and we used to spend a few hours painting, and then sort of like a quick game-ish sort of thing. And yeah, we just always chops and everything, and yeah, had a good time meeting up once every couple of weeks. Yeah, we had a good time. Anyway, as you've probably seen in my videos, and I always talk about my funny eye, I've not really gone into it, but I will do on this because we're talking about my history. Basically, don't get worried, I'm fine. I developed a brain tumour, and that went on and on and I couldn't do things, and I eventually had to have an operation where they took a piece of me skull out at the side and left me with my dodgy eye. And my gaming days were over. So I sold absolutely everything on eBay. Just got rid of the whole lot. I thought I'd never play again, and that was the end of my wargaming career. Anyway, my daughter met a guy, and they became boyfriend and girlfriend. And I hope that they both don't mind me talking about this. And that guy was Tom. Anyway, all of a sudden, I don't know how it came about, but I found out that he played regularly 40k. So I bought a box set, and I can't remember which one it was, but it was the one with Orcs and Space Marines in. And I met up with his mates, and we used to play regularly every Monday night. And there was 4 of us playing, so we had 1,000 points each, so it's like a 2,000 point per side game, but each player only had 1,000 points. So through that, I basically got through every 40k army again. And what I would do was play them until I got bored, sell them off, and then put another army together. And I think everyone virtually played with their same armies, but every so often it was me bringing out my latest army that I'd spend a week, 1,000 points worth. I'll spend a week painting it up and playing it until I got bored with it, and then went on. Anyway, that went on for quite a few years. Tom finally, because he was in a rented house, he went to get his own house. We moved house as well, and basically we stopped gaming. Tom and my daughter went their separate ways, all amicably, and yeah, we just stopped playing. So again, what I had left, I absolutely got rid of the whole lot. But just before that as well, coming towards the end of my 40k days, I started playing Flames of War. I don't know what issue, if it was the first or second issue. I did a German army and a Russian army. I think me and Tom managed to get a couple of games in, and before we actually stopped playing. I also got into Infinity, that you've seen my models that I thought I got rid of, that I found in my attic, and yeah, that's the few I got left of them. And basically that was it. It all came to an end. But just before it came to an end, sorry, I am looking at some notes because I'm a bugger for forgetting things. I got into 30k, and that was from they had a box set which was like a tabletop game, board game, with the 30k models in it, and I loved the models. And you could buy the sprues on eBay, and as you've seen, I did a video not long ago, what's in the box, and all the 30k stuff you can see in that is what I worked on from buying it off eBay, sprues at a time. And I got into the books from the Black Library about the Horus Heresy, and absolutely loved the setting for that. Anyway, that was the last. Came to an end. Like I say, I got rid of everything. And I thought I got rid of them as well, but they ended up in my loft. I'll put a link in the description at the bottom where you can look at that video where I unboxed that. And yeah, so that was the end of my gaming career. However, there's always a however, because as you know, I'm still gaming. I came across a World War II game called Bolt Action, and I bought Volume 1. And never bought any models, but I read through it and everything, and basically there was no one into it the same as me. I didn't buy any models. I read through the rules and I thought, should I, shouldn't I? Anyway, I got rid of it, passed it on. Anyway, a few years later, moving on for a bit. Okay, we came into the first lockdown for COVID, and I was put onto furlough from my job, and basically I was getting bored at home. My wife gave me a list of jobs to do. I did all them. So I started watching YouTube, and I came across Bolt Action version 2, and I immediately fell in love with it, seeing all the models they had now from Warlord, and yeah, I thought, sod it, I'm going to go for it. So I started 2 armies off, the Americans and the Germans. So I had the Americans and the Germans. Anyway, got in touch with Wayne. He was furloughed as well. Anyway, when the first lockdown sort of lifted a bit, where you could have somebody to your house, we were both still on furlough, so we got together and started playing the game. And what I was looking for on YouTube as well was something to help me with the rules. I was looking for rule videos and things like that, and I couldn't find any. Not to an in-depth, like how you use tanks, how you use your troops, how the building system works and stuff like that. So I thought about it long and hard, and I thought, why don't I set up my own YouTube channel and cover this sort of stuff and do battle reports and everything like you've seen from me now. So that's how Kitchen Wargamers started, and yep, so that's where I am now. My first video, I'll just show you a picture of it. As you can see, the first video, if you do watch it, I cut the top of my head off as I was filming, because I didn't realise I set my phone up on a tripod, and as I looked at it, it was in photographic view, and yeah, that'll be fine, yeah, that'll be great. So I'll put it on video, press record, run round to the other side, and didn't realise it gets closer to you if you go into video, and it cut straight the top of my head off. So that was one of my many learning curves, and I'm still learning stuff now. And but yeah, I really enjoy it. I think the community of YouTube as well, and all the guys who subscribe, and it's fantastic. I really do, and I wish I could make it a full-time job. However, yeah, it'll take a lot to do that. But I really wish I could. So that's where I'm up to now. Just thinking back, if there's anything else I've missed at the moment, because like I say, I am a real bugger for forgetting things. Just looking at some notes. So yeah, during that time as well, I've bought Victory at Sea. We played a couple of games. One I think we filmed. Black Powder is becoming one of my mainstream, as well as the Epic. I prefer the Epic to the you know, the 28mm, because you can get more troops on the table. I'm setting up, as you've probably seen one of my videos. I'm going to be doing an Epic battle report, but the models won't be painted because there's so much to do. But I am slowly but surely getting through them. But I just want to get them and get playing the game. So you know, some of them videos will be seeing them unpainted, but obviously as I go along, I'll be painting more, and as we go. And with me finding the 30k models, Warhammer 30k, I was thinking, should I sell them? But like I said in the past, I've sold so much stuff, and I wish I kept everything. I really, really do. So much nostalgia, and you know, I could carry on playing with them, or you know, just have them for show sort of thing. So I decided to keep them. Anyway, as you know, the Horus Heresy, Warhammer Horus Heresy box set's just come out. I found the rule book on eBay at a real bargain price of 20 quid. So I thought, yeah, I'm going for it. So I've got that, and slowly but surely, I'm going to be getting into 30k as well, just to put more pressure on me for making videos. So yeah, I think that's about it. If you want to ask any questions, please leave comments below. I always get to the comments, and I hope when I edit this, I'm bound to think, oh, why didn't I think about that? And I just thought about something now as I'm saying it. Battlefleet Gothic as well. I did dabble in that, and I loved that game as well. I had loads of models, but again, playing it, I had a couple of games maybe, and yeah, guess what? I sold them all. So yeah, that's another one. I wish I kept that now. You know, it'll be really good playing that because I really did like that game. But yeah, I sold them. So anyway, I won't bore you any longer. Like I said, if there's any questions about my gaming history or anything, leave any comments. I always get back to you. And once again, I'd like to thank everyone who's subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much. And if you haven't, please do so you can follow me and keep up to date with the videos. I'm trying to get a video out once a week, but as you know, said 1,000 times, I've got a new job now and I have to work weekends and my days off are not together. It's here, there and everywhere. So I just do what I can when I can. So that'll be great. And yeah, please leave a like and any comments like I've said. And if you can subscribe, that'll be fantastic. Okay, won't bore you any longer. So thanks for tuning in if you're still here after all this. And just remember, guys, to make it, paint it, and play it. I'll see you again in the next one. Thanks very much now. Bye.